pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be down so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge.
Clear skies, but pretty chilly. That's the situation in Green Bay, Coach. Actually had a dusting of an autumn snow last night, but that's gone, and we are set for football at Lambeau Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Back. Waiting! Here we go, let's bring it! Let's go!
On first down, Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
After the sack on first down, Wentz looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
Easy. Tell him right. Big dash. Hey, 626.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gostkowski with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Next to score, Packers 7, Eagles 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here we go. Pac-Man. 180. Wild Bill. Hey, chill. Hey, exit.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Rashawn Gary. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wentz. And he's going to go down again. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this 1st quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Preston Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check 99. Hey, black. Over.
Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. Dances by him. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
319, 630.
Tight end right. 3 down.
Hey, Haywood.
51, Mike. Let's go, team.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, Oftentimes, the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
A good run there off right tackle. In an old-school NFL football, the right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Wentz connecting with his tight end, Goddard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Rashawn Gary able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Wentz to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Got a man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 180. Let's get this.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
This one taken from the 7th. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And thee coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Kelly, front left, Kelly.
Switch. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Zoom.
Come on, boy, 51.
Throwing is Rodgers. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Jim. 30
Right left.
Bang, 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 bang. Check.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. To try again after the sack. Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Gerald McCoy picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Watch the safety creep. He's crashing. He's checking crap. Watch twist.
Great 15.
Now Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. He's got a man. Complete. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He's going to look deep down the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The first defensive back taken in this year's draft, Darnell Savage, there to knock that one away. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
3, 218, jump.
He's checking. Check.
Throwing now is Wentz. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. It's a big play there for the and even 40 yards. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go, here we go. Straight 15, straight 15.
Once again with Sanders, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Charlie.
Back one. Watch the backer, watch the backer. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Rodgers again now. The screen pass here to Cohen. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And this one is right down the middle. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you've got the second half to play.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
40, 82, 40. Mike 50. Hey, Delta. Let's go, baby. Hey, check Mike.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Say. Watch take the creep. Watch take the creeping.
82. Here's Jim.
Wide motion.
Hey, orbit.
To throw, it's Wentz. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 33-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, switch gears.
They try again with Cohen. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Box it.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
26. Hey, wahoo! Slant.
That's trash.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. And that's caught inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, 88.
Get wide.
22 jet bomber. Inside.
Turn up. Alert flat.
Now Rodgers steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, and he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Right back to Sanders on first down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Come on. Spine. No. Tighten up.
Sunday.
Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Check 3.
Rip on 2. Come here.
Let's go, Mike 50.
After the sack on first down, Wentz, and his throw is incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Under 10. 6-6. Bullet high. Smooth.
Slam. Check 50.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Hey, Mike. 56, Mike, 56. You ain't doing
Recon, 132 fighter.
nothing today. 56 to Mike. 56.
Hey, 88, 88, 88.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Fletcher Cox picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for their offensive guys.
56. Hey, high 7.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Right now, you got 58.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rodgers. And he completes it to Cohen. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Wentz now on 1st down. His short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This pass complete. Wentz to Ertz. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
He'll get this complete to Batson, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16.
It's a gain of 17.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 12-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Wentz going to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
53's a mark. 53. Check.
74, 74. Hey, Alpha. 53.
On third down, it's Armstrong. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
It's now 4th down.
And his kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major. Firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
27-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Hey, check 26. 24. We are going. Jeff.
Here's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Box it.
56 to Mike.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. 23 yards on the play. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Cohen. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Check 4.
Again, it's Cohen. And he's got some space here. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers. Tariq Cohen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Gostkowski the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They'll look to throw.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
First down, a run with Cohen. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Wide right. Wide left. Back north.
Show it up.
Yeah, Liz. Run right.
Watch the shot.
Loco over here.
3. Rush in. Rush in.
Topper.
Crash.
Get up.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On first down, Cohen. He will push his way down to about the 14. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with the tackle.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
No.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
That's it, baby.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but